Good afternoon. This is Justine Calderwood from the Healing Spot Physical Therapy, and I just wanted to share some holiday stress relief tips today as we head into Christmas and the new year. I know, a lot of us can start to feel a little bit stressed out, and around this time of year with just all the activities going on and the parties and traveling and shopping and all of that stuff, and it can lead to a lot of tension and anxiety and just tension in your body, where you start to feel that a little bit more, or if you're already in pain and you're suffering from some muscle tension, it might make it worse. So I just wanted to share some tips that I have found over the years, as well as things that I tell my patients about. So one of the things, that really simple tip that I can give to you, is just when you're feeling stressed, bring your awareness back to your body, okay? Bring your breath and awareness back to your body. So a lot of times we're stressed out because we're thinking about maybe the past. This can be a stressful time of year as people start seeing family that they haven't seen in a long time, or friends and that kind of thing, and that can bring up sometimes some feelings, and also maybe based on the past, and then also just stressing about the future of like, how am I going to get all of this stuff done? So bringing your awareness back to your breath and back to your body, and just reminding yourself of the present time, so that just feeling where you're feeling that in your body. So if you're feeling, like you can't catch your breath, or you're feeling your stomach's knotted up, or you're just feeling this, tension in your neck and shoulders, bring your awareness to that area. You can close your eyes if that is right. If you're driving or if you're doing something else, maybe closing your eyes is not the best choice. But if you can close your eyes and just really visualize that breath getting into those areas where you're feeling stuck or where you're feeling that tension, that brings your awareness to that area. So then you can be in a position where you can kind of start to relax a little bit more. I like to use visualizations as well. So, just visualizing your breath coming in, maybe visualizing it as a certain color, or that it's kind of gathering up that tension and it's taking it out with the exhale. That's really powerful way to help with tension and pain, is to actually visualize it leaving your body. And also just breathing. So when we talk about the breath, breathing with your diaphragm. Okay, a lot of us are shallowly, like these shallow breaths up into our chest, and we're using these accessory muscles to breathe. So really bringing that breath down, not necessarily belly breathing and just pushing your belly out, but really expanding from all sides of your rib cage. So feeling yourself almost like a barrel all the way around, and feeling your rib cage expand with each inhalation. And as you do that, the diaphragm is kind of like a piston. So with each inhalation, your diaphragm actually goes down, and then as you exhale, it's going to come back up. Okay, so first just visualizing that and trying that as a tool. Okay, visualization by itself. So the mind, we can kind of trick the mind. It doesn't really know the difference between imagination and what's actually happening. So if you can visualize, like maybe lie down in a comfortable position, or even just recline back in a chair, and visualize a much more peaceful situation, okay, or place that you could be. So if you enjoy the beach, maybe you just close your eyes for a couple minutes and imagine yourself lying on that beach in the nice warm sand, and being on vacation where you're not super stressed out. So go to a place that is peaceful for you, and that you can just focus on what you're feeling and what you can imagine. Some other tips that I have is just make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. Go to bed when you're tired, and get plenty of sleep. And that might take some prioritizing things, asking for help. If you're married, or if you have a partner, friend, ask for help, especially if you're really feeling bogged down with these responsibilities. Really pick out what needs to happen today and get those things done. And if there's things on your list that absolutely don't need to be done, cross them off and move on. Making sure you're moving, okay? So that might just be a brisk walk out on your lunch break. It might be yoga in the morning, getting up 10-15 minutes earlier and doing a little bit of yoga, using YouTube as a guide, or maybe you get into an exercise class. So really, if you're used to exercising, making sure that you're not letting that go by the wayside, because when we exercise, we release endorphins. That's those feel-good, just natural chemicals that our body makes. So making sure that you're still keeping those routines, okay? And also, if you're not used to exercising, now would be a good time. Try it out. It's a really great way to relieve some stress and get the breath going and just kind of move out some of those feelings of anxiety and stress. Making sure that you're eating properly and making sure that you're also getting enough water. That makes you feel good from the inside out. Eating real food instead of a lot of processed food. And again, kind of sticking to those routines so that you're not skipping meals, so that your body feels healthy and feels well and well nourished. Let's see, one of my biggest things that I like to do this time of year, I am not a shopper. For one, it really stresses me out. I don't enjoy it, and the crowds, I get a little bit of anxiety and stress from that. And so shopping online or planning your day, if you can, planning your shopping times around times where it's not so busy, okay? So if you have that luxury that you can do a little bit of shopping during the day, or after the crowds, that kind of thing, that might make you feel a little less stressed as well. Again, asking for help. So if you have a partner or a spouse that you can ask, split up your list, and so that you're not the one doing all of it. I personally like to use essential oils too. I diffuse a lot of oils. One of my favorite ones is Stress Away. It's a great emotional oil, so applying that when you're feeling a little bit of overwhelm, or even when we're going into social situations that might make us feel a little bit, shy, or that can give us a little bit of confidence. Another great one this time of year, just if you are feeling stressed out, to make sure that you're staying well and healthy, is to use thieves, okay? And my last tip for today, I'm just going to share, is using a little inflatable ball. I like to give one of these to every one of my patients as they come in. Hi, Desiree. I'll answer that in just a second, okay? So this little ball, what I like to use it for is just finding those areas that are tense and sore and lying up against it, or maybe even using a wall to lean against, lying down either face down or face up. So it might be upper back. Another great way, if you're really feeling super stressed out and maybe some anxiety, is right below your sternum in this soft part, lying down on your stomach. This helps to release the vagus nerve, which is our fight or flight nerve. And so lying there for 5 minutes or longer, just very gently letting your body drape over the ball, can be a really great way to relieve some stress. Okay, so Desiree, you have a question. Where did I get my diffuser? It's very cool. So I got my diffuser. It's called the Aria. It's a Young Living diffuser, and that's where I got it from. And I actually purchased it with a starter kit that came with some oils as well. So I'd be happy to share if you want to know some more information, but that's where this one is from. It's just got a little glass dome on the top, and I love it. I have it in my work environment here, and it's very kind of spa-like. So, all right, well, those are the tips that I have today. If anybody else is watching and has any questions, please leave them below. If you're watching this as a replay, go ahead and leave your questions and comments, and I'll get back to them. And if you have any comments or any tips to share with me or my viewers, please leave them below. I'm always willing to learn from you as well. So happy holidays, and I hope you have a great day.